young vegetative girl, bedridden for 4 years, is pregnant. Benigno, who had been taking care of her, became the prime suspect. Everyone thought Benigno had nothing to do with it, because he liked men. That's why Alicia's father dared to entrust his daughter to a man. For 4 years, Benigno read Alicia stories every day. Benigno used to rub Alicia's fingers and cut her hair. He thought Alicia was an angel in his heart, and he wanted Alicia to wake up. Benigno wants to tell Alicia the "I love you" that's hidden in his heart. But the reality is that Alicia can't say them anymore. When Alicia wasn't a vegetable, she practiced dancing every day. Benigno stood by the window where he could see Alicia practicing. I don't know when Benigno got into the habit of standing by the window every day. One day, as Benigno glanced out the window, he noticed Alicia's wallet on the floor. Benigno went downstairs, picked up the wallet, and ran to Alicia to get closer to her. Alicia thanks Benigno when she realizes that the wallet has disappeared. Benigno tries to show her how much he loves her, but Alicia only sees Benigno as a kind passerby. Benigno watches Alicia leave and refuses to go home. Every day, Benigno stood at the window to see if Alicia had lost her wallet, but she hadn't. One day, Benigno noticed that Alicia hadn't shown up at the dance studio. He called the dance studio reception to find out what was going on. When Benigno learned that Alicia had been in a car accident and had become a vegetable, he wanted to see Alicia, but Benigno applies for a nursing job at the hospital to get closer to Alicia and reveals that he likes men. A man falls in love with a paralyzed girl, so he comes to the hospital to apply for a job as an orderly. The hospital director is skeptical about Benigno's abilities, but when the director learns that Benigno likes men, he lets him work at the hospital. Benigno rubs Alicia's muscles every day to wake her up. Benigno also cuts Alicia's hair and takes her to the sun. Although Alicia can't speak, Benigno's love for Alicia can't be expressed in words. Benigno met a friend at the hospital, Marco. Marco's wife was also a vegetable, but Marco didn't have the patience to care for his wife. After she became a vegetable, Marco thought his wife was suffering and didn't understand what he was holding on to. It wasn't until Marco met Benigno that he changed and took his wife to the sun. Benigno thought it would last forever. One day, Marco came to say goodbye to Benigno. Marco didn't want to spend his life looking after his wife and said he wanted to start a new life. Although Benigno advised Marco to wait, Marco was determined to leave. Benigno sees Marco's determination and says nothing. Although Benigno is saddened by Marco's departure, he must get on with his life. One day, the doctors realize that Alicia hasn't had her period in a long time. To find out more, the doctors rushed to examine Alicia's body and discovered that she was pregnant. As Benigno was Alicia's daily carer, he was put in prison. The vegetative girl is pregnant. The man who took care of Alicia was imprisoned because he was the only one who spent time with Alicia. 10 months later, a friend, Marco, learns of Benigno's imprisonment. Marco has left town to go to the prison to find out the truth. When Benigno sees Marco arrive, he confesses to his crime, but Benigno has no regrets. He just wants to know what happened to Alicia. Marco stayed at Benigno's house to answer his request. When Marco entered, he found photos of Alicia all over Benigno's house. Benigno was very serious about his love for Alicia. When Marco looked out the window of the dance studio, he saw a figure, both familiar and unfamiliar. He thinks he's hallucinating and rushes to check the photos on the wall, but Marco realizes that the girl in the classroom is the same as Alicia in the photo. That girl is Alicia, the vegetable girl lying in bed. It turns out that Alicia woke up the day she gave birth, but her baby died at birth. Marco learns the truth and runs to the prison to tell Benigno. Benigno wept with relief. Even though he would never see Alicia again, he felt satisfied. The next day, Marco was awakened by a voice message and discovered it was Benigno's farewell message. Marco realized the seriousness of the problem and immediately went to the prison. But despite the speed with which he arrived at the prison, he was unable to prevent the tragedy. Benigno learns that Alicia has woken up, writes her last letter, and chooses to commit suicide. But his only regret is that he didn't tell her the words he had hidden in his heart: "I love you." Life is short. Cherish the people in front of you.